In this video, I'm going to be modeling for you how to subtract mixed numbers. So like I suggested with addition, I suggest that you line up your mixed numbers, kind of how we typically line them up with regular whole numbers, hundreds, tens, or ones, tens, and hundreds. Well, here we have kind of the less than one fraction representation and then the whole number representation. Okay, so these are two different examples because in one of them, I don't need to ungroup, and in the other one, I do. So it takes a little, one extra step. So follow along so that you can help your fourth grader. All right, so here I have 4 6/9, and I'm taking away 1 whole and 3 more ninths. So just like with whole numbers, you start with the ones because you might need more tens to do the subtraction. So you want to get in that habit. We're going to start here with this part here. So I have 6 ninths, and I want to take away some more ninths. So I'm going to end up with ninths. So let's remember that. So I have 6 ninths, and I'm going to take away 3 ninths. Well, I have enough to take away. It's a lot like doing 6 minus 3, but I'm just doing it with ninths. So 6 ninths minus 3 ninths is 3 ninths left over. Okay, so now that I did that, let me move over to the whole number part of it. So 4 minus 1 is 3. Simple. 4 6 ninths minus 1 3 ninths is 3 3 ninths. Simple. Now this next one over here is going to take an extra step, and you'll see why. So I have 5 2 fifths, and I'm going to subtract 2 4 fifths. All right, so like I said, just how in whole numbers we start with ones and then go to tens and hundreds, we're going to start over here with this less than whole fractional area representation, then move to the whole number. So if I look here, I have 2 fifths, and I need to subtract 4 fifths. Well, that's a lot like saying 2 minus 4. I can't do it. I need more fifths. Well, where do I get more fifths? From in here. They're hidden in there. Remember, a whole number, this right here is 5 fifths. That's 1 whole. And I just have 5 of them. So there's 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them. This is what 5 means when I'm using, when I have fifths here. This is 5, and then I have extra 2 fifths right there. Well, I can't take 4 fifths from here, so I need more of them. So I'm going to ungroup them. So I'm going to subtract this. I'm going to change it to a 4. But now this is the hard part. I'm taking more fifths. So if I'm taking more fifths, that's a plus 5 to the numerator here. So I'm going to change this from, it's going to be 2, and it's going to change to 7, because I just took 5 of these and moved them over. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fifths now. Okay? So now I can do 7 fifths minus 4 fifths is 3 fifths. Okay? And so then here, now I can do my whole number subtraction. 4 minus 2 is 2. But you want to make sure that they ungrouped this first and moved it over, and pay attention to the denominator, because that tells you how much more you are adding to that. Let me just give you one more example to show how to ungroup. So let's say that I had 3 1/8. And let's say I needed to ungroup for some reason. Let's say down here I was subtracting 1 4/8. Okay, well, I only have 1/8. I can't subtract 4/8 from it, so I need more eighths. So I'm going to take them from the whole. So now I have 2, and I'm going to ungroup it, but I'm adding eighths. So I need to add 8 to this. So it ends up being 8 plus 1 is 9 eighths. And then subtract is 5 eighths. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 1 5/8. So that's the tricky part. We're used to always adding 10 ones or 10 tens or 10 hundreds, but it's based off of how many parts in the whole we need to add to it to do the subtraction. So keep that in mind when your fourth grader is subtracting mixed numbers. Sometimes they need to ungroup, and sometimes they don't. So you got to pay attention. You got to line them up and think about what you're doing before you just do any subtraction.